Hello, I'm Ellen Horan, President and CEO of the Greater Reading Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and I'm here for this week's Member Spotlight with Amy Gipprich, who is President of Gipprich Jewelers in Shillington.
Correct.
Thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
So, like a lot of chamber members, it's a family business.
Yes.
And I believe you're third generation?
Yes, yes.
So it was started 70 years ago.
This year we'll be celebrating our 7th, yes.
In 1940s, that was probably a difficult time to open a jewelry shop, do you think?
Well, actually my grandfather had started it strictly as a repair business.
Okay.
And my father being an only child, he got into the business with him as well. And it wasn't until they moved to Shillington approximately 55 years ago that they actually did the retail business as well.
Okay.
So it's 70 years and doing retail and repair work. Well, repair work, and then about 55 years for retail.
Okay.
So.
Now I read was it your grandfather or your father had 12 children?
My dad. I am one of 12.
I'm one of 9. So
I
yeah,
see that. You know what it's like.
Yeah. What,
exactly.
What number are you?
11th.
Oh,
yeah.
Towards the end. I'm number 6.
Ah, that's great.
But the oldest of the second half.
Oh, that's great. The ringleader.
So how many are in the business then?
My brother Richard and I,
okay.
We have been partners since '87. We actually worked in the business since '84, so we took it over from my parents in '87. And so yeah, so he nominated me president, and he's vice president.
Oh, that's big of him.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I get the headaches.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, talk to us about the range of service at the jewelry store.
We do anything from servicing as little as watch batteries up to engagement rings. The only thing we do not do is a clock repair. We do watch repair.
Okay.
We have 3 bench jewelers, a master goldsmith, so we do a lot of custom work. We really can do anything. You know, we like to think we can do anything, and we're, you know, as I said, the only thing we really don't do in the industry is clock repair.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I read on your website that you have some type of laser equipment that enables you to do some maybe specialty repairs. Talk to us about what that is.
We have a laser machinery, and it allows you to do eyeglasses, antique jewelry, as long as it can fit into the machine. There's a lot of pieces that will not be able to take heat. But with the laser, we can do the repair, and it's been very successful. I was a little hesitant at first at doing it, but it's really been a godsend because there's not many people around who have one.
Right.
And so it's, for example, there's different pieces of jewelry like emeralds don't take heat, but you'd be able to use a laser on it to, you know, fix a prong or size a ring, and so it's been very beneficial.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it looked like maybe diamonds were a little bit of a specialty for you.
Yes, and you know, it's interesting with the engagement rings. We have still people come back now. They're, you know, we've been in business so long that now their children are coming back, their grandchildren are coming back. We do a lot of engagement rings, anniversary rings. And also, we do a big business of custom designing, and whether, you know, say somebody has lost a spouse and they want to incorporate a ring, their diamond into another piece of jewelry, we customize a piece of jewelry for them.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Or taking a couple of older pieces that maybe you don't use as much anymore.
Exactly.
It's a great idea.
Exactly. Repurpose it, so to speak.
Right.
And so it's just fun. It's an art as well, and so.
Now, are you a designer or?
No. I mean, I work with the customers, but I do not actually do any of the work. You might not be happy with it, but but I actually work with the customers, and you know, design. When I say design, I, you know, see the process, but I actually do not do the actual work. Our goldsmiths, that's what they do down. We have a repair shop right on premise, which is another nice feature. It's not sent out anywhere. It's done right there. And you know, any alterations or anything needed, you know, it's not like I have to call a company. We can do that for them. So
what are some of the trends you're seeing in consumer demand? What are people looking for in jewelry these days?
You know, last couple of years, it's been a real big shift to silver and gold because of the price of gold. And with engagement rings, you're doing a lot of white gold and platinum as well, but white gold seems to be the real demand. But silver has, you know, just like your necklaces, jewelry, earrings. That's a bit. We did carry a couple designers, and they specialize in sterling and gold. So it's been a nice
Good. And you're in Shillington.
Correct.
There.
Yes.
And you've been at that location for a while, I
55
believe.
years.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah. So
That's a nice little, is it a borough or township?
Borough. Yes.
Borough. Yeah, it's kind of a nice little strip there.
It is.
It is. Some pretty stable businesses.
It is. The community is a great community. There's a lot of people who actually still walk to the business. I mean, as far as shopping, and it's got a couple restaurants right there. So yeah, we're very happy there. Yeah. Very happy, nice area.
Good. Now, a lot of our small businesses, one of their biggest struggles is how they market, how they get the word out. You know, how have you been able to establish your brand? I think you're pretty well established.
I think so. I think as far as, I have a niece who does a lot of our advertising. We are a member of the Chamber, which I find is a very valuable tool. There's a nice connection there with a lot of people with the same interests, hard workers, and when establish a networking. So I think repeat business. Also, we try to give back to the community, the schools, a lot of different organizations. It's a give and take. Having your own business or being in business is a give and take, and that's something we really strive for. Try to.
So that's nice to hear. It sounds like there's a fourth generation in the wings or starting to come up, which is neat. That's very unusual to make it to the fourth generation, which is neat.
Yeah, and I have a nephew and a niece that are in the business, so they've been with us for years. And so
so they're in. They're not in the wings.
They're in. I just hope it's a different, when the time comes to be an owner. It's like, oh, do I want to put that much work into it? But
So. Now, how did it work out with having 12? And we're only 2 interested? Or?
No, that's an interesting question. Being the 11th and Richard's the 10th. After I graduated from college, I was an assistant basketball coach at Millersville University, as well as working a part-time job. And my job I was working, I was just finding no satisfaction. So I asked my parents if I can come work for 2 weeks until I found another job. And they first very hesitant, because I think they saw like all the kids walked in one door and out the other, realizing how hard it is. Yeah. And I begged them. Finally, they said okay. So I came in, worked, and I never left.
There you go.
And I loved it. And I do love it. I do love it. And so I had another brother who has since passed away. He had another business, a jewelry business as well. And so growing up in the business, it was just, real nice transition, because exposed to it since, we were young. And my mother actually worked with us until she was 86. And my father, he's still living, and he was in the business as well till he retired, I think, like at 65. But Mom stayed till she was 86.
Oh, my. They couldn't both be home at the same time?
Exactly, yeah. She could get away from him, So
good. Well, do you have any other tips for your fellow chamber members?
I think having your own business or in the business industry, I think is just, it's been wonderful for us, wonderful, it is a lot of hard work, but the benefits really outweigh, the negative aspects of it. And I think with the chamber too, you can't ask for a better organization to connect with, in many ways. And just, it's an area that you can trust their expertise and feel comfortable with.
Good. Well, we've always been helpful for small business, and we've really been focusing in of late on family businesses, just because sometimes there's special dynamics there with a family business. So check out those programs as well.
Thank you.
Good.
Thanks. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for coming today, and thank you for being a member of the Chamber.
Thank you for having us, and it was a real honor to be here.
Good.
Thank you.